I've mentioned before that I pretty much like every new Pokemon that was released in Sun and Moon. And that's true, but there are definitely some Pokemon that I'm not too fond of. So I thought it would be fun if today I shared my top 5 worst Pokemon in Sun and Moon. Please note that this list is not based off of the Pokemon's strength in battle, but simply my attraction to the Pokemon. These are essentially my least favorite Pokemon in Sun and Moon. There is also a good chance that a Pokemon you really like is on this list, and that's okay. We're all entitled to our own opinions, so make sure you guys tell me your top 5 worst Pokemon in Sun and Moon in the comments below. Also make sure you leave a like if you happen to enjoy the video and to subscribe for more Pokemon themed countdowns like these. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. In the number 5 spot, we have Yungoos. Yungoos is supposed to be that early game normal type Pokemon like Sentret or Zigzagoon. And I have to say, up until Yungoos was released, I have had no problems with these early game normal Pokemon. Even Bidoof. I actually really like Bidoof. But anyways, I just don't care for Yungoos. Its design really isn't all that interesting to me. Yungoos would be mildly acceptable if its evolution was any cooler, but unfortunately I still don't really like Gumshoos. However, I will say that I do like messing around with adaptability Gumshoos and competitive battling. So you're safe from this list, Gumshoos. But all in all, I just really don't care for Yungoos, but I don't hate it. I just don't see myself using it anytime soon. Next up, we have Turtonator. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Turtonator has a really cool typing being Fire and Dragon, and I also think it's rather fun to mess around with in competitive battling considering it gets the move Shell Smash. But the one thing I really don't like about Turtonator is its design. I remember where I was when this Pokemon got revealed. It was over the summer and I was at my grandma's cottage up north, and I remember checking YouTube and saw a new Sun and Moon trailer came out. The trailer revealed Turtonator, and all I could think about when I first saw it was, wow, this Pokemon is really weird. And ever since then, I have never really cared for this Pokemon. I think the thing that I don't like the most about its design is its head and its interestingly shaped mouth. This Pokemon just looks really weird to me. Next up, we have Togedemaru. I have never really been one to like the Pikachu clones of each generation, and Togedemaru is no exception whatsoever. Like, I get it, it's supposed to be a cute electric-typed rodent-like Pokemon. And it is, but you're gonna have to do a lot more to get me to like this Pokemon. I appreciate this Pokemon's really good typing of electric and steel, but I just really don't see myself using this Pokemon. I don't even care that this Pokemon doesn't have the greatest stats in the world. I'm just really not a huge fan of its design. So although Togedemaru is only number 3 on my least favorite Sun and Moon Pokemon list, it has earned itself the number 1 spot on my least favorite Pikachu clones list. In the number 2 spot, we have one of the fan favorite Pokemon of the region, Serena. And I know what you're thinking.
Wow, Supra only wants to put Serena on this list because he wants to be edgy. Fucking piece of shit.
Well, you would be incorrect. I just genuinely don't like this Pokemon. It just has no appeal to me whatsoever. It's unfortunate because I'm actually a really huge fan of Bounsweet, and I'll settle for the middle evolution Steenie, but I just do not care for Serena in any way. It is a rather useful utility Pokemon in competitive battling, but other than that, I just don't have any appreciation for this Pokemon. And in the number 1 spot of my top 5 worst Pokemon in Sun and Moon list is, oh my, you guys are gonna hate me, Brionne. Now, before you get all worked up, let me explain my reasoning. First off, outside of Brionne, I actually really like the Popplio evolution line. Popplio is probably my favorite of the 3 starter Pokemon design-wise, and I've learned to appreciate Primarina after getting to use it a bit. So I don't want anyone coming at me for not liking Brionne because it quote-unquote looks feminine. No, I just really don't care for this Pokemon. Simple as that. I think its hair looks kind of weird, and it's also got this weird dress thing going on, and Popplio and Primarina are just so much cooler. Dealing with using Brion for 17 levels was the hardest thing for me to do in my Pokemon Sun game, so when it finally reached level 34, I was so happy. And that's gonna do it for this list. Remember guys, respect my opinion and I'll respect yours too. Don't forget to leave your personal top 5 least favorite Sun and Moon Pokemon in the comments below. I'm actually really curious to see what Pokemon you guys don't care for. Also make sure you leave a like if you happen to enjoy the video and to subscribe for more Pokemon content. Peace out guys.